Alright guys, so welcome back to another video. So today I'm gonna be doing a golf ball review. This is especially very good value. They're Warbird Callaway, and I actually got it from Amazon for only $16, $16.99 I think. The standard price I think is $19.99, but for some reason I got it for a little less. And there's a lot of talk about these balls because they're really cheap and everybody is really happy with it. If you look at the reviews on Amazon, everybody gives it, I think it's like a 4.5 star, and everybody talks well about it. There's some good reviews on it. So today I'm gonna review them. I'm gonna test it out in my backyard green. I'm gonna do some chips, some putting, and then I'm gonna hook up my Mevo Plus and test out in particular the spin numbers, I think, and the distance with the driver, and see if they're actually worth it compared to a Pro V1 or any other premium ball. So stay tuned for the review. So let me do a quick unboxing. The box is really nice, to be honest. So it says long distance, high launch, and long carry, supreme feel and control. So I'm gonna test this out on the green with putting and chipping, and then I'm going to test the long distance with the Mevo Plus. So the bag, this is what it looks, the box, and then it has individual packages. This is a 12 pack. So let me have a look at the actual ball. See how it feels. Definitely presentation is definitely great, and for the price, I mean, it's $16 for a 12 pack. That's unheard of. The feel, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't feel like a Pro V1. It doesn't feel super soft, but it does not feel cheap. I mean, this is it feels just like I would say like a tailor-made ball. I play with a tailor-made distance, so maybe somewhere like that. I mean, it's somewhere in the middle, I would say. A little bit harder maybe, but not hard like a top fly ball or like a really cheap ball. Definitely not. So I hit it from around the green, and it's definitely not a soft ball. I wouldn't say that this is soft. It didn't feel bad, especially around the green. You can tell though it's a little heavier than I've been playing a lot with the Pro V1s, so I can immediately tell that it's a little heavier than the Pro V1s. But it's not like that bad feeling like a cheap Wilson that you can see that is, you know, it's a little tough, really tough. Like a rock. So it's not like that, definitely not. So but it's not soft. So if you're buying this because you want to play, if you like playing with softballs, I wouldn't recommend them. Then, you know, I got into the 20 yards, 30 yards. It didn't bother me, but it didn't feel soft. I would say definitely it did not feel soft. I don't think that should probably you know, compromise your purchase unless you really like playing with softballs. For me, I could game with this. I don't think it would bother me. I will have to test the putting now and see how that goes, but around the green it wasn't that bad. Obviously it's not I don't really like particularly super soft balls, so this is not soft but not hard either, not super hard, somewhere in the middle, I would say. Alright, so I hit some putts, and it's a little confusing because the putting actually didn't feel hard as the chipping. It actually felt not super soft, but there was some kind of soft feel to it, as opposed to the chipping. With the chipping, it felt a little hard. So for the putting, I would say it's pretty good. As you can see from the video, there are some good putts there. It looked like it held the line pretty good. So I was thinking that it was going to bother me in the putting green, but I think you can get by in the putting green. My only concern so far would be in little chips, maybe like not around the green, but those 20 to 30 yards. That's where I felt the hardest on this ball. The putting felt pretty soft, and around the green it didn't bother me. It felt a little not super soft, but it didn't bother me. All right, guys. So I got the Mevo Plus set up. I have the metal dots on the balls, and I'm gonna start with my 9-iron. I'm gonna look into the spin numbers and distance, and then we go from there.
Carry is 136.8 yards. Carry is 139.0 yards. Carry is 136.1 yards. Carry is 137.1 yards.
All right, so I took 4 shots. Quite impressed with the spin numbers. Normally, when balls are a little hard, they tend to spin very, very low. So I get about like 1400. This time I got some good spin numbers. The distance was pretty good, you know, about like 135 to 140. That's what I normally hit with my 9-iron. So, and the feel was great. I didn't feel like for the ball to be a little too hard. I felt it didn't feel not particularly soft, but it did not feel like a rock for sure. So I can definitely game with this. I will try maybe a long iron now, and then I'll go for the driver.
Carry is 160.4 yards. Carry is 181.8 yards. Carry is 185.4 yards. Carry is 183.4 yards.
Okay, so I hit my 5-iron. I did not edit any shots. I put all the shots there. The first one wasn't very good. I was getting some consistent numbers in the 180s. 185 was the most, and that's in line. I would say maybe a little longer than my normal 5-iron. I feel like I didn't hit one like flush, and the one that I hit 185 and 183, it wasn't really flush. So I wonder if I hit one really, really flush, it's probably going to go a little farther. So I would say probably this ball is pretty good for distance.
Carry is 219.5 yards. Carry is 231.4 yards. Carry is 235.8 yards. Carry is 231.7 yards. Carry is 236.6 yards. Carry is 233.9 yards.
Okay, so with the driver we got some interesting data, guys. Normally hit like in the lower 140, like 143, 145. I would say that with the driver, the ball speed, it's a little more, increased a little. Unfortunately, I could not get it launch higher. As you can see, my launch was a little low. If I would have got that into like 14 or 15, it would have got a low farther. So I averaged 231 carry, and that's pretty good for me. And I think it could have gone an extra like 10 yards if I would have launched it in the 15, 16 degrees. So I would say this ball right here, it goes pretty far, I would say, in my opinion. The feel is great. I did not notice any difference in the feel. And unfortunately, I did not get that the launch higher. Otherwise, it will be interesting to see it. I think I could have got it into like maybe 145 with that ball speed, because the ball speed right here is pretty high. I mean, average of 147. That's impressive, guys. That's not my average. My average is probably like 141, 143 with any normal ball. So pay attention to those numbers, guys. The ball speed is higher on this Callaway Warbird balls here. All right, guys, so that was it for the review. Definitely impressed with these balls. I mean, the chipping, putting, irons were pretty good. The only thing that I would say is just on maybe the 30-yard shots. I felt a little hard, but the irons, I think they felt pretty good. The long irons were particularly good as well. And then the driver was amazing. The ball speed with this ball right here, I don't know if it has to do with my swing. Maybe, you know, I average about like from 97 to 100. Maybe that's the perfect distance, the perfect speed for these balls. I don't know. But for me, the driver will be interesting to see it at the course, because the ball speed was quite high. It was just unfortunate that I couldn't launch the ball a little higher. That would have been interesting to see the distance increase if I would have launched the ball a little higher. But definitely happy with these balls, guys. I'm not a sponsor by them in any way. I would definitely game these balls. Actually, I'm gonna put it in my bag. If you haven't tried them, guys, make sure to give them a try. They're really cheap. Don't know the reason why, but you can grab Just for a standard price, it'll be $19, $19.99, and you can get an offer through Amazon for like I did, for about $16.99. So that's a steal, guys. It's not going to be as soft as the Pro V ones, but it will be interesting to see the speed. I would say the ball speed is quite high on this ball, guys. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time.